All right. So, as you can see, I am in VR right now. We are going to be looking at a bug that I don't know if is identified. I haven't checked the Trello, but this is a bug that I noticed that can actually be very useful if you have VR. So we are going to be looking at right angles and how they can be used to great benefit on like basically any map. So what you're going to want to look for is really just any right angle. You're going to want to first switch your movement direction in the options here over to, let's see here, head movement direction. You're going to want to do this because then the VR direction is going to follow your head as opposed to your controller, which actually makes it a lot easier. Makes running from the ghost easier too. As long as you're looking forward, you'll be running at max speed. You'll notice that your speed kind of changes with the angle of your head from the ground. So it's very slow here, faster. So that's what you're going to want. It's much easier than if you get your hand mangled up and die to the ghost. So you're going to look for an angle here. So you can see that even this tiny little angle here between these two objects can act as a small ladder. So you can kind of just look towards the center. You see me kind of sweep a little bit with the headset, and then you're on top of the crate. You can take this a step further, and then climb up onto the table. So that's one thing you can do. That's kind of just a fun little parlor trick. We can take a look at how more specific this interaction can get. So this is a very straight right angle here. And you can see if you look into the corner here, this is a nice climb here. If you look straight into the shelf, you see you kind of clip. Doesn't really give you any height. If you look too far away, you just kind of follow the wall. So you're going to want to find that sweet spot with pretty much every angle. It's going to be different for everything you try to climb. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So you can see there, the beam is kind of in the way, so you can't really get on top of the shelf. But we can see that this has some cool applications, but we'll look at some more interesting ones, more specifically on brownstone. So we'll just make a quick little private lobby. Let's see if we get brownstone. Sweet, we got brownstone. All right, and we are just going to bring a strong flashlight. That's pretty much all we need. All right. Okay, so we don't really care about the objectives here. I'm just going to be showing you guys sort of the bug situation here. So I'm going to try and talk not too much. I obviously don't want to piss off the ghost, but it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think we're going to run into any issues. All right. So to start off, you can pretty much do this in any room. So let's just go to this first room here. You can see there's a nice right angle here between the shelf and the wall, and we can try and climb this. Oh, and we just glitched through the wall. Okay, that's not what we wanted, but let's try one more time. There we go. It's really just about finding the right angle for what you're trying to climb, and then just looking forward into it and making sure you get the climb up the wall. Now this spot here, I think would be a good spot. Obviously, if you were as bad at it as I was, it'd probably take a bit during a hunt, but I think you're safe from the ghost here. I doubt there's any way it could get you from up here. Could be wrong though. So we're going to take a look at some other ones. My personal favorite, at least. So you're going to want to look for a room with these sort of cubby shelf situation. I don't know why, but these things are super glitchy. So you can do the same sort of trick here. There we go. That was a little bit slow. I've done it more consistently in the past, and it can be done much more consistently. But essentially, what this does is it pushes you through the wall to the outside of the map. And if we cross over this sort of threshold here, this just teleports you right back to the van. Um, Now, other people have noticed other areas, especially out in the front here, where you can go out of bounds, and it'll teleport you back to the van. This one's much more useful because you can do it in any room of the house, or any room of the school, rather. If you do it in any of these rooms here that are facing the front of the building, you'll just glitch through the wall and come out front, which can also be useful, but not as much. And this can be done on any floor as long as you see those shelves. You can do this with basically any locker, cabinet, anything that has an angle to the wall that you can climb. One thing to note, if you're dead and you climb out of bounds and then land out of bounds, you do not get teleported to the truck. You just stay out of bounds. A couple times I did it, I just ran straight across to the end of the map, and you can fall off. You just fall and fall and fall and fall, and eventually your game bugs out and it soft locks because you can't even open up the menu anymore. So just don't do that if you're dead, or do and just play around with it, whatever. Yeah, essentially that's it. Thank you guys for watching.